Are you stuck? Do you think your financial life is at a halt? Have you had some financial, or have you made some financial mistakes that kept you on a low level and your dreams are not achieved? Then I have a solution for you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. My name is Charles Easy. They call me the financial and business intelligence expert. They call me the FBI coach. Today, I'll be sharing some principles, some nuggets to help you move out of being stuck financially to getting into your desired financial freedom. Thank you very much for everyone hanging out with me today, everyone joining from Facebook, from YouTube, from the Grace Impact Radio. Grace Impact Radio is the place where word, music, and entertainment lives, and here we give it to you hot and spicy. You know, the journey to financial freedom does not start with a step, rather, it starts with a decision. So, first, you need to make up your mind to do things differently so you can get what? A different result. It's said that the real definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're expecting what? A different result. That's the highest level of insanity. Please tell me where you're viewing from. Tell me where you're listening from. Tell me, share with me in the comment section. And by the way, have you invited others to join us on this call? Please invite your friends, invite your loved ones, invite even your enemies, because that will make them be at peace with you. I'm also sharing the link right now to make sure I have quite a lot of persons who join me. Let's be a blessing wholesale, because what's the meaning of life if we can't affect the life of others, the life of those around us? Okay, so let me get to my script so I can share with you how you can get out of financial lockdown, how you can get out of the current financial issues you have at this moment. So like I said earlier, you need to make up your mind to do things differently in order to get a different result. You know, a man who wants to become a medical doctor must pass through the medical school. The mechanic must undergo training to become what? A professional in his field. So why do you think you can succeed financially without the requisite financial knowledge? You need financial intelligence. See, if you have a vision without the emotional strength and focus to carry it out, it only leads to dreams, it only leads to delusions and mere wishes. So you need that emotional burst, you need that emotional strength, you need to be focused, laser beam focus, in order to achieve your goals, in order to achieve that vision which you had. And when you make excuses for not doing what you are meant to do, you are simply telling lies to yourself. And the greatest error any man can get himself involved in is lying to himself, deceiving himself. So my question is, how do you want to get out of financial lockdown? How do you want to get out of financial stagnations? I have a few questions with answers that suggest ways you can get out of financial lockdown. And I've come across a lot of people who make money. You know, they make 6-7 figures in naira, they make 6 figures in dollars every month. But at the end of the year, they keep asking themselves, where did the money go to? What did I do with the money? There are a few things that happens, and I will expose you to that and show you how you can get out of that situation. Now, what the first number one question is, what does your balance sheet read? What does your balance sheet read after subtracting your income from your expense? When you have subtracted your income from your expense, what is left? What do you have left? Financial freedom is not about what you earn. It's not about what you have. It is what you do with what is left. That is to say, you are still on the first level, the first 3 levels of the journey to financial freedom. There are 9 levels to financial freedom. Now, that I talked about that in one of my books titled Financial Lockdown. But I will break down a few things to help you get started on the right path. Number 1A, your income may be genuinely small, okay, or nil, but that's not an excuse. This is an indication of ignorance or not having been able to take responsibility for your finances. I've heard some persons who say, I don't have a job, I don't earn anything. If I don't earn anything, how can I manage? Excuse me, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It's an act of irresponsibility. It's an act of what? Ignorance. The truth is, no matter what card you are dealt with in life, things can begin to change the day you decide to take responsibility. Things can change the day you make up your mind to change. One of the things my mentor shared with me, told me, he said, Charles, stop wishing for things to change. If you want things to change, make things change. You need to change first. When you change, a lot of things around you will start changing. Are you with me? If you are getting value from what I'm sharing with you, please put it up in the comment section. Say with me, yes, Charles, I'm with you. So the concept of earning multiple streams of income is real, but it has to be deliberate. There are a few genuine opportunities to earn extra income, which starts from monetizing your skill, monetizing your knowledge, your expertise, or your profession. You must have a product. You must have a service. It's not enough for you to say, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm an accountant, I'm an engineer, I'm a content creator. You must have a product. Create a product from that thing you have. People want to learn what you know. People want to know what you know. People are willing to pay you premium to learn from your stories, to learn from your expertise, to learn from the skills which you have built over time. I make money from what I do. What do? I teach people how to get out of financial lockdown. I teach people how to plan their 5 years. I teach people how to make money from their knowledge. I teach people how to monetize their skills. I teach people how to dominate their market. And I'm asking you, how are you making money from what you're doing? You might have a job. It's not enough for you to give an excuse. It's not enough for you to say, oh, my job does not give me time. There is a monetization in that job you have. It's just for you to sit down and look at it as a consultant and not as an employee. Whatever skill you have today, you can monetize it. You can find, there are people who are willing to pay you for it. If your income is nil, you have to find work to do. As in, you have zero income. You need to find work to do. There is dignity in labor. And you must not wait for the exact kind of job you want to before you get started. No. Start with what you have. And start with what is available to you. And if you are truly overqualified for it, you will qualify for more from there. As you keep pushing it, as you keep being diligent on that particular level, automatically the next level will start attracting you. So that's number 1A. Number 1B, your expenses are out of control. See, I've been there and I'm sharing from experience. Many families, rather than budget, they do what we call reverse budgeting. Reverse budgeting simply means that they only account for what they have spent when they have spent it. There are lots of people who don't even do either budgeting or reverse budgeting. Reverse budgeting simply means when you have spent, you now decide, okay, this is how much I'll be spending. When the money comes in, they start spending. From what is left, they will then save. That is called reverse budgeting. But if you engage in reverse budgeting, it won't take you anywhere. So the first thing is to, before the money comes, have a budget. Decide, this is what we're going to spend every week, every month. The remedy to this pending financial disaster is to take control. You need to take control of your financial life. You need to take control of your income. You need to take control of your expense. It's abandoning your financial future to unsteady hands of good luck. There is nothing like good luck. There is nothing like whatever will be, will be. It is what you said will be, will be. If you live your life on good luck or whatever will be, then you keep getting whatever life throws at you. You need to be deliberate. Success is deliberate. You need to be what? Deliberate. Make financial budget plans and make a genuine effort to keep them. You need to make genuine efforts to keep your plans. You may not be able to reduce your expenses. That's quite understandable. But you can at least manage them. And while you are managing them, you are increasing what? Your income. If you know that your expense is large and that you cannot manage it, you need to increase your income. You need to make sure your income is 5 times your expense. Else you'll keep running on that maze. Else you'll keep running the rat race. Wake up in the morning, have your bath, take your breakfast, go to work, come back in the evening, watch television, go to bed. Wake up in the morning, have your bath, have your breakfast, go to work, come back in the evening, go to... you are running on the same cycle. And at the end of the day, you're asking yourself, what have I achieved all these years? It starts from taking absolute control. So you must learn to manage whatever comes into your hands. Then number 1C, you are in debt. And a good portion of your income always goes towards settling your creditors, towards settling your debts, your creditors. See, what you need to do is to make plan to settle your debts. It's quite good. It's quite good to settle your debts. Okay? Call your creditors. Call them and work out plan that you can sustain without destroying the present or without driving the vehicle of your financial freedom into bankruptcy, into a gulf of bankruptcy. You need to take control. Yes, I agree, Mr. A. I owe you this, I owe you that, but please let's map out a plan. And he is insisting, you must pay me $5 every hour. You must pay me $5 every minute. You now said to him, no, I won't be able to pay that now. I understand you need your money badly, but is it not better that I'm alive paying this money than when I'm dead, which I'm not dying? So let's plan this out. I'll pay you $5 every week. But one thing is that I'll be constant. Now you also need to keep to your words. These are the things you need to do to get out of financial lockdown. Okay? Then number 2, do you have reserves for investments? You see, I was sharing in one of my groups. We have a group called our business hangout. Now, what we do in that group is to share lessons. Everybody share whatever he or she knows. We answer questions that bother us to work ethics, business ethics, financial growth. We review books, and not just reviewing books, we are looking for ways to apply what we have learned into our current life. And I was sharing with them last week about investments. How do you start up with investment? It starts with budgeting. There are 3 things budgeting does for you. Number 1, budgeting provides security. Budgeting secures you from unnecessary expense. Budgeting delivers you from impulse spending. Budgeting delivers you from quick fix. So it provides security. Number 2, budgeting provides comfort. When you know you have certain amount of money in your account, it gives you some level of comfort. It takes away some level of fear out of you. Peradventure there's an emergency, you'll be able to take care of it. Then number 3, budgeting increase. When you budget, it attracts money. Money attracts money. You know, we have often said that you don't need money to make money, but it's not completely true. So you need money indirectly to make more money. And I'll say this to you. Yes, you don't need money. Some people will argue with me that, Charles, you don't need money to make money. What if I want to monetize my skill? See, whatever skill you have and you want to monetize it and you want to bring it to the digital world, you will still spend money because you will buy data. It doesn't matter how much you are spending, you will buy data to be able to get on that free social media platform, either WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, whichever one you want to run with. You need money to buy what? Data, to have access. You need money to buy the mobile device or the laptop or whatever that will give you access into that social media platform. So you discover that it's not completely true that you don't need money to make money. You need money to make money. So when you budget, money attracts more money. Money, when you have money in your reserves, in your freedom account, it attracts investments. It attracts other business opportunities to you. It attracts other means by which you can increase your income. You start looking for ways you can make that money work, make your money work for you. If you have read the Cash Flow Quadrant or The Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, both books are written by Robert Kiyosaki, you will discover that he talked about the 4 categories of people on earth. We have the employees. The employees they exchange their time to make money. The employees earn salary. If they don't show up, they will not earn. And the employees' common goal is what? Security. It means job security. And the truth remains, there are no job securities anywhere. Even the highest place where there is security is the prison. And guess what? The prisons are being broken today. Even the man that is guarding the prisoners is also imprisoned. So the first category of people he talked about are the employees. The second category of people are the self-employed. The self-employed works for himself to make money. And he's also on what? Active income. The employee is on active income. The self-employed is on active income. If he doesn't show up, he will not earn. Both of them are on the left side of the quadrant, the employee and the self-employed. Then we have the 4th category of people. Now, these people that are on the left side of quadrant, I call them, they invest in what we call biodegradable income. That's what they have. While those on the left or the right side of the quadrant are the business owners. Now, the business owners, he has people working for him. He has been able to set up an establishment where even when he doesn't show up, the business keeps running. He can afford to go on vacation for 1 month, for 2 months, for 3 months, and he still makes money. There are several systems in the world today that makes you a business owner, which I don't want to delve into that right now. Then the 4th category of people in the world are the investors. The investors invest his money. His money works for him. His money works for him to make more money. Now, the business owner and the investors are called they have what we call passive income. They don't exchange time for money. They have been able to divorce their time from their income, from their money. Their money and their time are not on, they are on parallel line. They don't have correlation. They are not meeting together. But the man on the left side of the quadrant, which is the employee and the self-employed, they have their time married to their income. However, the man on the left side of the quadrant, which is an employee and self-employed, can still move to becoming an investor or business owner, depending on how well they manage their income, depending on how well they take control of their financial life. If they will quit excuses, if they will quit telling themselves lies. So if you haven't joined our community where we discuss all this, you need to chat me up on my my WhatsApp so I can send you the link to join. As a matter of fact, I will still drop the link to the group. I will drop it in this video. But however, my WhatsApp number is +234. That is, if you are chatting outside the country, +234 7033 1093 63. I'll take that again. +234 7033 1093 63. Chat me up so I can send you the link to join, or you click in the description of the video. I'm going to drop the link to the group so you can join, and feel free. In the group, there's nobody is the best. We have everyone sharing what they know, and on the specific day we ask everyone to, every Monday we ask everybody to share what they sell. What do you sell? Share it for everybody to see. You might be able to get a linkage. You might be able to see what you are looking for, solution to your business in that group. It's a community. We are growing in leaps and bounds, and I encourage everyone to take advantage of it. So number 2, I was talking about reserves. Do you have reserves for investment? If you don't have reserves, you need to start building reserves. You need to start thinking of ways by which you can make your money start working for you. Then number 3, how many streams of income do you have? How many streams of income have you established that puts money back into your pockets? Every man that must be wealthy must have minimum of 4 income streams. Every man that must be wealthy must have minimum of 4 income streams. You must have 4 ways by which money comes into your hands. Now let me share an example to you now. You have a job and you work as an accountant. Okay, your salary is one way by which money comes into your hand. You can start selling accounting packages to other small business owners. Identify other small business owners. Now, and you also need to know that if you are a specialist in that field as an accountant, you have gathered knowledge, you have gathered skills, so you can start monetizing the skill. There is a woman called the Accounting Hub, Shoma Business School. She studied accounting. She's not the regular accountant everybody knows. She has decided to monetize her skills. She teaches companies, small business owners, how to package their accounting, the accounting section of their business, taking control of their income and their expense, taking control of their reserves, taking control of their sales and all that. So you have that. That's number 2 way money comes into your hands. So you are monetizing your skill. You are training people on how to become good accountants. That's number 2 way, right? We said number 1 is your salary. Number 2, you are teaching people. Number 3, you're working as a consultant. This time you are offering the service to people. Do it for you. You're offering the service. People are paying you to do that package for them. Whatever it is you're doing in your job, you're offering their solution to other persons, to other companies, without stealing your boss's time. So that's number 3 way money comes into your hands. Then number 4 way, you need to learn another skill. Learn another skill that is in relation to whatever you're doing. Whatever skill you're doing, whatever skill you want to learn, please don't go outside your familiar terrain. I say this because I've seen a lot of people who want to earn more money. Now, they left their familiar terrain, delved into a new field, and at the end of the day, pivoting became a very strenuous event for them that they ended up dropping all they were doing. So, if you are not good with multitasking, I will always encourage you, start with the familiar terrain. Learn that skill. And good enough, you can learn skills within 3 to 4 months. At the 6th month, you are professionalizing in it. That's the world where we are today. And all this you can achieve with the help of what? Your smartphone. With your smartphone, you can achieve a lot. The days of giving excuse, I don't have a laptop, I don't have a tablet, the days are over. Whatever book you want to read, ebook you want to read, you can accomplish that with your smartphone. Sometimes I have books I'm reading, ebooks I'm reading, if I'm not with my tablet, and whenever I'm reading any ebook, I make sure I have that book on my laptop, on my tablet, or my mobile phone. So that if I'm not on my laptop, I should be able to use my tablet. If I'm not on my tablet, I should use my what? My mobile phone. So there's no excuse in our world today. So you need to identify multiple sources of income. But I need to tell you that before identifying multiple sources of income, please make sure the number 1 source of income you have is stable before you run into multiple sources of confusion. Are you understanding what I'm sharing with you? Remember to tag people in this video. Remember to share this video with your friends. Okay. Then number 4. Do you earn passively? Number 4, do you earn passively? Passive income simply means you sleep, wake up, money comes into your hands. Passive income has levels. Okay, there is the passive income where your expense is equal to your passive income. There's also a level where your passive income is greater than your expense. And there is also a level where your passive income is a multiples of infinity to your expense. So it is good to start somewhere. Now, in my book, Financial Lockdown, I took time to break down the 9 steps to financial freedom. You need to know where you are per time. And in that book, I also talked about how you can get out of every lockdown, every situation. If you haven't read that book, you are sleeping on a bicycle. You need to grab that book, Financial Lockdown by FBI Coach. You need to grab that book and read it, because that book will expose you. I have another ebook. It's a free ebook titled Money Mistakes to Avoid. You also need to read that book, Money Mistakes to Avoid. When you read that book, it exposes you to money mistakes which a lot of people make and how you can get out of it. Then you tie it up to Financial Lockdown. You are on your financial journey to financial freedom, because I shared steps by steps on how you can get out of it. And peradventure, if you haven't read any of this book, it comes as a bonus on my latest book, which I'm giving out right now. 3 ways to sell with storytelling. 3 ways to sell fast with storytelling. So I shared a whole lot in those books. So if you cannot provide good and encouraging answer to the above questions which I shared, which I have asked, then you are financially illiterate. I'm not trying to be rude here, but we have to tell ourselves the naked truth. We have to be sincere with ourselves. Your solution lies not in prayer and fasting alone, not in engaging an accountant, but in getting financial intelligence. And I have often said that financial intelligence is that intelligence you need to get out of financial disaster. Financial intelligence is that intelligence that teaches you how to maximize the 3 M's of money: making money, managing money, and multiplying money. God has endowed you with everything needed to succeed here on earth. Everything that pertains unto good life and godliness, God has given it to you and I. The only thing that has kept people on the same level is ignorance. And I believe that after today's broadcast, that your ignorance will be broken and you will get into the journey of financial freedom, into becoming financially intelligent, because everybody needs it. So, to recap, I talked about a few things, and which I asked, if you want to get out of financial lockdown, I said that number 1, you must take control of your income. You must be able to differentiate between your income and your expense. You must take control of your balance sheet. Okay? Then, or still under number 1, I talked about if you don't have an income, then you should find something to do. It is not time to start selecting jobs. I don't like this one. I don't like that one. Meanwhile, you don't have anything doing. Whatever you can start with it immediately. No delays. And I also talked about, still under number 1, I talked about your expenses being out of control. So you need to get into budgeting. You need to start taking control of your finances. You need to start budgeting so you can remedy the point of, the point of getting into financial disaster. And the only way you can do that is by taking control of your financial life. I also said you should quit abandoning your financial future to the unsteady hands of good luck. Oh, things will just happen. I'm praying and everything will happen. There are certain things God will not do for you. God is, while you're waiting for God to do that thing, God is also waiting for you to walk through you. Still under number 1, I talked about if you are in debt. I said you need to have a discussion with your creditors to be able to settle your debt. You need to call your creditors and work out a plan that you can sustain without destroying the journey or the vehicle of your financial freedom, so you will not drive it into a gulf of bankruptcy. Then number 2, I said, I asked if you have reserves. If you don't have reserve, start saving. Whatever you save. See, the major disaster people go through is the fact that they save, but what they save is not saved from them. At the end of the day, they see themselves going back to that reserve to take what they have saved. Okay, so you need to find ways to make whatever you save from you. And I also talked about the income streams. How many income streams you have? If you have only one income stream, you need to find ways to create more income stream out of what you have. And when creating multiple streams of income, start with your familiar terrain. From there, you move to other terrains that are not familiar to you. And I talked about having a passive income. Passive income is inevitable. Passive income is what leads to financial freedom. Everybody can achieve financial freedom, even though it's not a walk in the park, but you can achieve it. And it starts by taking a decision. Financial freedom does not start by asking questions like a journey of 1,000 miles. They say it starts with what? A step. But a journey of 1,000 miles actually starts with a decision. You must first decide that you are embarking on that journey, else you will see yourself falling off the way. I believe you got value from all I shared with you today. Please, you can, if you are listening from the radio, you can go to my YouTube channel, FBI Coach, and watch the replay. And if you joined us late, there's so much to learn from what I have shared with you. And please ensure you share this with your friends, with your loved ones, with your team members, and even your enemies, because that will make them be at peace with you. let's be a blessing wholesale. Until I come your way again, I want you to remain financially intelligent. Get out of one income stream because it won't lead you to financial freedom which you desire. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Bye.